All I want from you is to forever remember me as loving you. All I want from you is to forever remember me as loving you. All I want from you is to forever remember me as loving you. Yeah, that's now true in some holy instant, meaningful meaning making, sharing and receiving, seeing beyond anything like seemingly separate interests in the whole domain of any time that may connect to an idea that has anything like that. There, beyond the field of right and wrong, let's meet there. There is a place, a space of grace under all the clashing waves of deep sea, a deep peace, a deep well of living water. Goodness gracious. Okay, anyways, that's that chant. All I want from you is to forever remember me as loving you. I was interestingly graced to go to the life celebration funeral of a lady named Jean Houston. I've heard about her. She's a spiritual teacher, really inspiring, it seems. A teacher of many of my friends. And I was driving a close friend of mine to a place where her funeral was going to be. And I attended. It was an interesting way to get to know a teacher. And yeah, at the end we sang that song, and man, it had me in tears, All I want from you is to forever remember me as loving you. That's like the deeply deep truth. That's like an anchor, an axiomatic anchor of meaningful meaning. A prayer, a kite of insight that we can keep in our minds and memory, and have it be that we touch those high-minded, deep-hearted prayers while we also work with the world we know we believe in as body beings, characters, humans in time seeming. And regarding that, there's forms of communication that are like right now I'm just sharing so much love and light, with when we're singing, all I want from you is to forever remember me as loving you. We're in the sharing of that love and light. So that's a really cool way to use language, for sharing truth, to expand what we know we want of it, actually. And then there's another form, and it's within time, it's courageous. Both are challenging in some ways. The choices more, though, for sure. We don't need to imply difficulty. We can, and that's understandable, but so the other form of communication is something shadow exposing, wound, weapon, war exposing. And in the life of this human, it was like this when he was a kid. You may have seen my post that I posted, Token Jesus. It's like a sleep token and Jesus expression. It's intense writing. It's kind of cool. And I want to say, for all my friends that have sort of Orthodox type beliefs in Jesus, even if they're not traditional Russian Orthodox or Greek or Eastern Orthodox, but they're kind of orthodoxy of what normally people think about Jesus. And I know I think differently and speak differently. And I know that for most of you, you believe that there isn't a Jesus who's mad at me for being honest about what I really truly believe and think, you know? That I don't need to, he doesn't need me to just say stuff, actually. He's sort of fine with my capacity to do so. Like when I go to a rock band Christian church and I put my hands up and say, I believe in Jesus. He can heal my soul. That, you know, I can, that Jesus, he's not only fine, he's like, F yeah, bro, you know, in a good way, actually. He's got no problem with the fact that I said F yeah, bro. And some people may think that I should have just said the truck word, the uck with the F at the front. But, you know, if there is a Jesus out there, he's got no problem with the way I'm being. That's the main message of him that I love, actually. But anyways, the way he was introduced to me as a kid was like this, you know, it's like, hey, little boy Joey, we have a really cool story. You want to hear it? And I was like, sure. I was like, yeah, let's hear it, you know? I was like a kid. Yeah, let's hear it. And they're like, there was this perfect guy. Oh, cool. Yeah, he was awesome. He had superpowers. Oh, awesome. And he could, he could trick people. Or people tried to trick him and they couldn't trick him. That was it, yeah. And then, and then kind of like the spirit of the message went suddenly after that. Yeah, and then the spirit of the message went suddenly after that, like, and then we killed him. I was like, what? You killed him? I'm like, yeah, for you. Huh? For everyone. We killed him for everyone. You know, you've been imperfect, right? You've made mistakes, haven't you? Yeah. Well, God's house is perfect, and that made your boots muddy or something like that. Someone's got to clean it off. Someone's got to pay the price, and sometimes you can't fix it. So you needed somebody to pay the price. So what a gift, eh? And I didn't like it, actually. I think it's actually like a form of trauma, that specific message, for lots of kids. And it might not have been for you, and you may love that message. If so, like, Jesus Christ loves you for loving it as long as you need to. Doesn't want to take anything away from you in time that you feel you would need, according to the spirit of the way that he can most helpfully be helpful. Just also would not have you linger, you know, in time in some way or something like that, maybe. Or like in the, what is it? There's the spirit of the law or the word of the law, you know, there's the spirit of the law to live by. It's like if my friend congratulates me with a high five and says, F yeah, bro, but actually says the word uck, you know, uck yeah, tro, uck yeah, tro, or F yeah, bro. He's not cursing me, but somebody who judges him kind of is. If they say something like, you might go to heck for that, that's kind of like a curse, actually. Oh my gosh, shouldn't do. My friend was obviously energetically blessing me. Anyway, I believe that sometimes I play that I am my own first child. He is me, this man Joey. I believe I am him. You know, I take care of his armpits. And he is the one I seem to think I feel I am the most able to make the most meaningful difference from. And you know, there's certain dynamics about him as a body and about you, too, listening to this through your ears and eyeballs on a screen in the scene of Earth, a planet, a world with geometric and chemical dynamics and social forces that all can be sort of understandably understood and considerately created to make life more wonderful with. Anyway, I'm at this creek right here, this little river. I'm about to go get in it. It's kind of near this like loud road and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll see. It's kind of dirty, but it seems like a good thing anyways. Okay, big hugs, much love.